Hello everyone, my name is Himanshu Verma and today I am going to present on the topic of cell movement, cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is a structure that helps cells maintain their shape and it also provides mechanical support. A cytoskeleton is needed for many cellular functions such as muscle contraction, permitting sperm to swim, immune system. In fact, without the functioning of the cytoskeleton, life would be straight at the very most. The inside of the cell is also in constant motion and it is the cytoskeleton which provide the mean of to achieve these two, mitosis and meiosis, organelle movements and cell movements. Cytoskeleton is built on three types of protein filaments. First one is actin filament, second one is intermediate filament, third one is microtubules. First one is intermediate filament. Uh, Uh, Intermediate filament have the great tensile strength. Intermediate filament enables cell to withstand the mechanical stress associated with stretching. Intermediate filament called intermediate because their diameter is 10 nanometer, the toughest and most durable of the three types. Intermediate filament found in the cytoplasm of most animal cells surrounding the nucleus. Intermediate filament found extensively at tight junction. Intermediate filament found within the nucleus too. And this is the structure of intermediate filament. Structure of intermediate filament. Intermediate filament resemble rope in that many long strands are twisted together to provide tensile strength. The strands are made of elongated fibrous protein. Each has a N-terminal globular head, each has a C-terminal globular tail, each has a central elongated rod domain which is an extended alpha helical region. They are wrapped around each other in a coil configuration. They are further associated non-covalently with other diamonds to form tetramers. The tetramers associated together end-to-end and side-by-side also non-covalently. Second one is microtubules. Microtubules have a crucial role in all eukaryotic cells. Microtubules are long-stepped hollow tubes of protein that resemble to various locations in the cell. Microtubule in most cells they tend to grow from a central location within the cell called the centrosome. They extend out toward the cell periphery. Uh, Microtubules create a system of track across the cell where cells, organelles, and other cell components travel like trains along these tracks, keeping these things in their place too, such as organelles. Interface cell. The microtubules reform as the mitotic spindle during cell division, along with the chromosome move, dividing cell. Spindle pullers of mitotic spindle, ciliatic cell. They are form the core of the cilia and flagella that beat rhythmically. Structure of microtubules. Microtubules are built from subunit tubulin. Tubulin is made of two subunits, alpha tubulin and beta tubulin, and both are bound together by ionic bond. These subunits stack together into long fibrous microtubules. These fibers form a cylindrical made of 13 parallel microtubules. Each is called a protofilament. These protofilaments have a polarity. At one end, there are just free alpha tubulin. This is known as the minus end. At the other beta tubulin, this is known as the plus end. This directionally is a kineto-defining one-way street along which material is transported. And this is the microtubule structure centrosome. Microtubules are formed by outgrowth from the specialized organizing center with controls. The number of microtubules formed, the location of these microtubules, the orientation of these microtubules, it is known as the centrosome. It is typically present on one side of nucleus. Centrosome is a complex structure composed of gamma tubule subunit. Centrosome does contain the centrioles. Motor protein. Microtubules have a lot of associated protein. Uh, One class are the motor protein which bind to both actin and intermediate filament. They are the energy of ATP hydrolysis to travel along the filament. Motor protein attach with their globular end to the filament. Motor protein attach their other end to the cargo and they carry. Dozens have been identified. They differ in the cargo they bind and the direction they travel. Kinases move toward the plus end. Kinases move toward the minus end. Third one is actin filament. Actin filament found in all eukaryotic cells, essentially for movement, cell crawling dividing into two. Unstable dynamic structure. Actin filament also able to bind with a whole bunch of alternative actin binding proteins to allow them to serve a variety of functions. Actin filament act like the internal muscle of the cell, pulling the cell into various shapes. Actin filaments are thin and flexible. They are about 7 nanometers in diameter. Each is a twisted chain of identical globular actin molecules, all pointing in the same direction. So they have a plus and minus side also, much longer than microfilament in total length, as there are many more subunit of actin in the cell than microfilament subunit. And this is the structure of microfilament. You see this, and thank you.